And we're on the road tonight in our exclusive Mobile 2 unit using state-of-the-art technology to check follow through on the mayor's pledge. At the helm tonight, behind the wheel, CBS 2's Sean Hennessy joining us live from Boro Park. Sean, how are the conditions?
Yeah, Dana, you know, the city says 89% of these secondary make that the side streets have been cleared, but people here in Brooklyn will tell you that most of the streets that haven't been cleared seem to be here in Brooklyn. Take a look. You can see the road crews just ahead of us are working, but as a result, these side streets are just packed with cars, very congested, very difficult to get around. People are getting around slowly, and they're getting around in a very frustrated way. These crews have been here all night trying to get some stuff done, and as you can see, we aren't going anywhere anytime fast. If this black car can get away from us, we can get right around them, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to take a right onto this side street that has been touched, but as you can see, it's been plowed, but as you can see, not the best street in the world. People here wondering when their streets will be back to normal.
The light has yet to shine in parts of Boro Park where side streets are still waiting, trapping cars that once traveled them.
Mayor Bloomberg should be ashamed of himself.
On this street, snow is caked high, and so is the frustration at not being able to drive where you want to, when you want to.
We're looking every time waiting for a plow and nobody comes out here. I mean, what are we supposed to do?
There's a lot of hindrance. We just can't live our lives.
It was the same story for Fred Arroyo and his car, stuck on a frozen island of misery.
I've lived in Brooklyn all my life, and I had never seen it this bad.
Neither had Isabel Rodriguez. This is what her street looks like, and this is her driveway, cleared and ready to be used, if only the road in front of her.
Back out live, you can see these are the avenues here in Brooklyn that are cleared, and they're cleared fairly well. But as we take a right onto 57th Street, this is what we're dealing with. Side streets that have not been cleared yet, or if they've been cleared, they're difficult to get around, and it's kind of an obstacle course. You can see a van right here getting in the way. So it's certainly an exercise in frustration for the people here in Brooklyn, waiting for these streets to be cleared. They're hoping that the city can hold true on the promise to have these streets cleared by 7 a.m., but there's a lot of doubters here, and I guess they'll see when they believe, or we should say believe when they see it. We're live in Boro Park.
Good morning or good afternoon. This is a full-fledged obstacle course here in Boro Park, Brooklyn. Let's give you a shot of what people are dealing with. Not only do they have to worry about navigating their way through narrow paths that have been cut out through the snow, but we have cars that do not have full control because many of these roads are not completely plowed. We're turning down a street right now which looks like it has been, and you know what? That is the case. You'll go down every other street and you'll see some blacktop, but on another, it looks like it's been plowed maybe once, and that's making for a messy way down the road. Bulldozers are still out here. Residents are still angry. Well before dawn, our Mobile 2 vehicle found relatively clear roads in several Queens neighborhoods and Canarsie, Brooklyn. Under mounting criticism for its response to the blizzard, it seemed the Bloomberg administration was on its way to meeting a self-imposed 7 a.m. deadline to have all of the city's streets plowed. But just a few hours later in Boro Park, bulldozers were still working to reveal the blacktop, and residents here are not happy.
It's very embarrassing that it took such a long time to clean up such places, such important pieces. And bosses are going around. It's extremely embarrassing for the mayor and the city.
What's the message that you want to send to the mayor?
Should be so kind and clean our blocks.
The city's official position, it did get all of the streets cleaned by 7 a.m., but acknowledged some roads may have been missed. Yeah. Private contractor Jim Allen, working today in Boro Park, says it's going to take some time to upgrade the status of many of these streets from barely passable to clear. Is it unrealistic to set this 7 a.m. deadline?
I never even heard of it, but by looking at it, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
How much more work do you have to do?
2 days.
Bulldozer operator estimated that it's possible he may be out here for several more days. He says that there's no way he'll be able to get his street clear and the others that need to be plowed completely done in the next 24 hours. We are live in Boro Park, Brooklyn. Jay Dow, CBS 2 News.
All right, Jay Dow in Mobile 2, thank you so much.